welcome back to the Mortal Realms. So this is issue 41. So I've been away from Mortal Realms for a few weeks. I will recap on all the ones I've missed. So that's 37 to 40. So I will upload all those over the course of the next week. But I wanted to jump ahead to 41 because it's such an excellent issue. We get 7 models. We get a hero as well. So this is very, very cool. So in general, it's a reinforcement issue. In this issue, your warrior chamber is reinforced by a Lord Relictor, Retributors and 3 primes. Mighty heroes all, the Stormcast Eternals are the leaders of their warrior chamber, relaying orders from their Lord Celestants and setting examples with mighty deeds. Though you may have many models to build and paint, just follow the issue's guides and you'll have them on the battlefield in no time. They'll be taking on the Nighthaunt forces in Shaman. This is your first battle plan in the realm of metal. So get ready. A new chapter in your adventure begins. Okay, so for the realm of metal, we need a new map. It came in one of the previous issues. I think it was issue 38, which I'll be reviewing the next couple of days. So what have we got? We're going to learn about our Lord Relictor anyway. More information about Retributors. Our building and paint guides. We've got a war scroll for the Lord Relictor and the Retributors. And then we've got the Verdigris Plains. The Stormcast Eternals arrive in the realm of metal, hot on the heels of a Nighthaunt incursion. On the Verdigris Plains, they confront the dead. And then we've got our actual battle plan itself. Okay, so the Lord Relictor. Amongst the Stormcast Eternals, Lord Relictors are the figures of mystery and awe. They possess a rare wisdom that sets them apart from their kin. In their former lives, they were shamans or priests with an affinity for the magic of the realms. Many Lord Relictors bear reliquaries containing the skeletal remains of fallen heroes. They raise these macabre banners aloft as they utter prayers to Sigmar. In the presence of such sacred relics, the faithful of Sigmar are inspired to undertake ever greater acts of heroism in pursuit of victory. What we'll do is we'll have a look at all of the models when we get to the build portion of the magazine. Okay, so again, we've got looking at their scrolls, on a parchment, their war gear and all that sort of stuff. Then we've got to go back to the Retributors. Members of the Paladin Conclaves, Retributors wield 2-handed lightning hammers that even 2 mortal men would struggle to bear aloft. They are truly elite soldiers, tasked with slaying the Stormhost's most powerful foes, be they rampaging monsters or unstoppable engines of war. So we get 3 of those today as well. Okay, and go through more of it. So let's have a look at these fantastic models. So we'll start with, the Liberator Prime. We've seen models like these before. So here we go. So nothing new here really. This is the Prime version of our Liberators. Then we have got Liberator. Very awesome. Okay, then we've got our 3 Retributor. I love these models. They are for me at least, these are the best of the Stormcast Eternals models. I remember when one of the other players in my gaming group I played Slaves to Darkness against his Stormcast Eternals, and when these came on, I just knew I was going to get smashed. Okay, so that's those. We've got a Prosecutor Prime. It's a cracking model as well. Very nice. And then finally, what's the name of it again? The Lord Relictor. Look at that. I really like the helmet he's got on as well. Sort of skull helmet. But yeah, another excellent model. Awesome. Okay, And then we just get onto our paint guides. Got some new paints next week, actually. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. Okay, so then we've got our war scrolls. So we'll look at the Lord Relictor first. So the Relic Hammer has got 4 attacks, 3 ups to hit and wound, rend -1 with 1 damage. Movement of just 4 inches, saves on a 3 up with 5 wounds and a bravery of 9. His abilities are Healing Storm. In the hero phase, you can pick a friendly Stormcast Eternal model within 12 inches of this model and roll a dice. On a 3 up, you can heal up to D3 wounds that have been allocated to that model. Can't use the Lightning Storm and Healing Storm abilities in the same turn. So the Lightning Storm is, in your hero phase, you can pick 1 enemy unit that is within 12 inches of this model and roll a dice. On a 3 up, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. In addition, subtract 1 from hit rolls for the attacks made by that unit until your next hero phase. A Lord Relictor cannot use the Lightning Storm and Healing Storm in the same turn. So basically, they're the flip side. So you heal 1 of your units on a D3 and you hurt an opposing unit on D3 as well. Okay, so Retributors with their Lightning Hammers. So that's 2 attacks per model, hitting on a 3 up and wounding on a 3 up. Rend -1, damage 2. 4-inch move, 4 up save, 3 wounds and 7 bravery. A unit of Retributors has any number of models, each armed with a Lightning Hammer. The leader of this unit is a Retributor Prime. Add 1 to the attacks characteristic of a Retributor Prime's Lightning Hammer. And the ability is Blast to Ashes. If the unmodified hit roll for an attack made with a Lightning Hammer is 6, that attack inflicts 2 mortal wounds on the target. And the attack sequence ends. Do not make a wound or save roll. Cool, okay. Then it goes through those abilities again, just in a more visual way. Okay, the Verdigris Plains. As Nighthaunt swarm across Shamon. Someone please tell me if I'm saying that right. Is it Shamon? 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 Let me know in the comments, please. The Hammers of Sigmar descend from the heavens to counter the threat and find out exactly what the dead seek in the realm of metal. Okay, so what have we got? Securing the plains. So we've got the Nighthaunt, a Spirit Torment, 15 Chain Rasps, 4 Glaive Wraith Stalkers and 3 Spirit Hosts up against the Stormcast Eternals, 1 Lord Relictor, 3 Prosecutors, 2 units of 5 Liberators and 3 Retributors. So we've got 2 mats put together. We've got 2 objectives on there as well. Set up the Azerite Ruins, Dominion of Sigmar statue, and Azerite Bell Tower terrains features referring to B Tutorial 9. If you need help, the players then alternate setting up the units one at a time, starting with the Stormcast Eternals. So it's a glorious battle. So until the end of the 4th battle round, player with the most victory points win. If it's a tie, players control an objective by having more models within 3 inches than their opponent does. At the end of each battle round, the player adds up the wounds characteristic of all enemy models that were slain in the battle round. The player with the higher score scores 2 victory points. If neither player has a higher total, then each scores 1. At the end of each battle round, the player who controls the most objectives scores 3 victory points. If both players control an equal number, each player scores 1 victory point. Okay, and before we get on to our pullout from this week, this is the Aethel War. We'll have a look, see what we've got next week. So next week we've got Pallid Witch Flesh, paints, which is good because I don't have that one, and Calgar Blue, and we also get a small layer brush. And then in issue 43 we get another great issue, another reinforcement issue, Sacrosanct Reinforcements. So in that one we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get 9 models in that issue. So another excellent one coming up in just 2 weeks' time. Okay, so before we go, let's just have a quick look at what we've got here. Ether War. The spiritual crux contains rich seams of magical resources. These resources are sought by many rival factions. This region of Shamon has become a battleground for opposing armies that seek to loot or harness its potent treasures. And then we've got the Caradron Overlords going up against some Tzeentch. Then we've got more information on Tzeentch himself. Tzeentch is the changer of ways, a master of magic who is obsessed with intrigue, destiny, tricks and subterfuge. He covets Shamon and the spiral crux in particular, for it is here that the transformational magic of change is at its strongest. His followers are legion in Shamon, plotting and making war on his behalf. Those who flock to his worship become but a link in a spiraling chain of plots and schemes that no mortal could ever hope to make sense of. Okay, so there is the realm of metal in all its glory. The Serpentine City, an endless caravan of nomads, slowly snakes its way through the boulder-strewn wilds of Odren. Then the Scrapper Spill. Ayada is a land now teeming with Orc tribes. The greenskins pile their spoils of war high for all to see. Then we've got Griffin's Eyrie. Long ago, a metallurgic catastrophe twisted the heart of Spiral Crux beyond recognition. Then we've got the God's Claw. Here, the sorcerers of Tzeentch practice their most mind-bending spells. And then the Sangrel Coast. The beaches near Galleon's Bane echo to the squawking calls of beastmen on the hunt. And then we've got some more information there on the Caradron Overlords. So that's it for today, guys. An excellent issue. Lots and lots of great content. So I'll be back in the next couple of days with a lot of stuff, actually. So I've got a lot of Warcry stuff coming out in the next few days, particularly reviews of the Legions of Nagash and for the Sylvaneth, because they're coming out a week on Saturday. I'll also be doing a bit of an article piece on what to expect from the Grand Alliance books when they come out, as well as the new Tome of Champions. So yeah, lots and lots of stuff going on. The other thing is that I hit 2,000 subscribers today, which I'm really ultra happy with. I'd set myself a personal target of getting to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I managed to do it. So thank you so much to everyone who's really helped me out and contributed towards that. It is greatly appreciated. And whilst I've been away from Mortal Realms quite a bit recently, I do intend to get it back to a weekly update. So we're going to do a bit of catching up with the issues that I've just missed, as mentioned earlier. And then we're going to go weekly from there on in, right through to the end. So we're just over halfway point. So it's time to start thinking about what the next part works is going to be. I believe that Mortal Realms launched when we were around about the late 60s, I think. Late 60s issues for 40k Conquest. So, you know, potentially something could be coming up around the corner. I hope it does, to be honest. I hope they keep going. Not sure if I'm ready for Lord of the Rings yet, but certainly 40k Conquest coming back would be excellent. So let me know what you think, guys. Where is Mortal Realms going, or where is Partworks as far as Games Workshop or Warhammer is concerned? Where is it going next? As ever, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you very, very soon. Cheers.